Great win tonight. When you're first half, missed 7 free throws, 2 front ends of the 1-and-1, and we're 0 for 7 from 3. Everything you talk about as a coach, it's easier said than done, but you can't be offensive sensitive. And we were for a little while. That's why we got down 9. We were pouting because the ball wasn't going in. And we stopped worrying about that. We started worrying about getting stops and rebounding. Eventually, the ball's going to go in. Like I told him at halftime, I'd rather the ball goes in the second half. And it didn't really go into the last 10 minutes. But I'd rather, if you're going to pick 10 minutes where the ball goes in, you want the last 10. So I think we made 4 threes, and I know they were all in the last 10 minutes. So, great win. When you can, anytime a game's not going your way and you got every reason to get beat, and you find a way to win and win by 14, shut a team out the way we did and force 23 turnovers, you got to be proud of your guys. So I was proud of the way the way we hung in there when things weren't going our way. 18 offensive rebounds, pretty good. 46% of our misses. 55 deflections tonight. Season high.
Feels like I'm being a dead horse with this question, but Adem changed the game on both ends.
Yeah, I mean, Jaime's got 5 blocks. We have 11 block shots tonight. But I agree with you. Like I said, I mean, Adem's got, he's a great athlete, young kid with a world of talent, and he's still figuring it out. But obviously, we're a better team with him in there.
Who else was high on the deflection list tonight?
Jaime had career high 17.
Jalen?
10. We had a lot of guys had him tonight. So we were able to set up the press when the ball started going in. And I don't know what the run was. But, I mean, we went from down 6 to up 6 pretty quick.
You were a 17-0 run and then 24-3.
So you just got to keep battling. You got to keep battling, and regardless of when things go your way, you got to make them go your way, which I thought we did tonight. So really, really proud of tonight's win. Really proud of tonight's win. Win by 14. Hold a team to 54 points. Force 23 turnovers. And just totally took a game that could have went the other way, and the players refused to let it happen. So give them all the credit. They showed great fortitude tonight.
Coach, this kind of felt like the Washington State game. The guys didn't hang their heads. They kept fighting. Can you talk about their resiliency?
Yep, that's what I was just saying. Just really proud of their fortitude, their resiliency. It's 20 years doing this. Sometimes, I think a long time ago, but, you got a team that's maybe just a year away from being tough enough to do this. I've had those kind of teams. And then, when you have a team that can do this, they're old enough, they got enough character, and they know how to do it, and they're tough enough to do it. When you have a team like that.
Offense wasn't there for, good portion of the game, but the defense was still there. 15 steals, 11 blocks.
Yeah, and look, there was some times where it wasn't there. That's why we got down. It got better as the game went on. I thought what happens when things aren't going your way on offense, sometimes your mind wanders. You start feeling sorry for yourself. Or, you try to do too much on defense. We're fouling too much. Jaime's overreading steal and got back to word on an out-of-bounds play. So it's like I told him in the timeout, I don't need heroes. I need soldiers. Soldiers win wars. Heroes get people in trouble. They get you in trouble. In sports, heroes get you beat. Got to be a soldier and do your job. Keep doing your job. Eventually the worm turns. And if it doesn't, you still got to keep doing your job. Play the right way, you'll win the next one. But you can't start getting out of character and panicking. I thought we did that a little bit. We did that a lot, actually. That's why we're losing So we put them on the foul line. They had 20 made free throws. We don't give up that many free throws. We just don't do that. I mean, look at our stats. We don't way too many free throws.
Does this kind of speak to not only the character of the guys, but how much they like playing with each other and kind of
Yeah.
holding each other accountable and
Oh,
picking
yeah.
each other up and things like that?
Great, we have great. Our veterans are great guys. The freshmen that are playing, great attitudes. But people follow the leadership of the team. And when Jaime and Tiger and Dave, Jalen Clark they're such winners. It sends a message to your younger guys. Like when you're a coach, you know when you have that. It makes your life easier. You know when you have it, you know when you don't. Then you got a guy like Adem that's, he starts for us and, all he cares about is winning. It's unbelievable. I mean, he's one of the best attitudes of any kid I've ever coached.
Coach, 11-0 at home, the crowd was into it the whole game,
I don't know about that. They didn't have much to get into. The crowd was moaning as we kept missing open shots. So was I. No. But you got to win. Like I keep saying, you guys, you got to win at home. Because the road, like next week's going to be tough, guys. The road gets tougher. Sometimes the schedule dictates your record. It's going to be a lot harder to win next week. We can't take our student body with us. Our student body's awesome.
What impressed you most about Jaime's stat line tonight?
17 deflections, 13 rebounds. I know he can score. He's got to keep his confidence and shoot the ball when he's on balance. Because Jaime puts in the gym time. Jaime's as dedicated a player to being a professional as his maturity level. It's what happens when you stay in school. Like Jaime goes to a winning team in the NBA next year, he'll be able to play for a winning team in a role because he's ready now. I mean, he has professional habits, maturity, the way he can pay attention, the way he can show up every day, to work every day. We're young guys in the NBA. Nowadays, they take these kids when they're 18, 19, and they wonder why they struggle. He's a professional in every aspect.
When you miss your first, I think it was 15 or 16 threes, how important is it to get the first one to drop?
I mean, eventually you got to, it's got to go in eventually. If it doesn't, you're probably not going to win. I think the first one might have went in and out 3 times before it dropped. Because what happens, it starts to do, I'm over there saying you can't worry about it, just rebound it. But it starts to demoralize your team. But also, the fans, and when you're at home and that happens, like the kids can feel the crowd, and it makes it harder on the next one and the next one. So you get a couple to go down, it changes things, obviously. The next guy's more relaxed shooting it.
Each team had more turnovers and made shots in the first 30 minutes, but you guys are now 16-0 when you hold opposing teams to less than 70 points. So do you think the team is really comfortable playing some of these kind of ugly, sloppy games?
Yeah, well, you don't win. Teams that defend win national championships. If you don't defend, and they also win NBA titles. We try to get out on the break as much as we can, but the reality is when you run into real coaches and real teams, you're not going to be out on the break all night. You got to be able to win like this. You get to the 6-game tournament, which is what we're about at UCLA. You got to. It's like the old days. My 81-year-old father's here today. He used to, he used to tell me he used to win dance contests. You got to be able to dance to every song they play. Some are slow, some are fast. So it ain't the tango every night, right? So you got to be able to win different ways against different styles. So it's not always going to be easy. But when you defend, you always have a chance. When I tell these guys, they'll tell you when the teams that only win when the ball goes in are in the NIT. Real programs win when things aren't going their way and the kids, they find a way to make it go their way. And tonight it was getting on the offensive glass. So really, really proud of our guys tonight. Thanks, guys.